I got this car in December, and I didn't have it here for probably a day or two, and mice started getting in there, inside. And I've caught like 6 or more mice in here. And I'm like, how are they getting in? The car looks pretty tight. It's not all rusty. On my other Toyota cars, I've had Corollas, older Corollas, and I've had Camry, and now he's got in under this thing. See? And there's a hole here that goes to the, see that big hole? That goes, it's the air intake for like the heater, the duct work in there. So on those cars, I would just put some screen over here. Well, this one, they already pulled this off. This is under the, well, look at how they got that glass just hanging there. This is of course under windshield wipers, and they had screening on there. So I thought, oh, they solved that mouse problem. See? But realistically, they just might squeeze in there and everything. So then my other cars didn't have a cabin air filter. This car has a cabin air filter. So the other, on my old cars, the Camry and the Corolla, they would just come in and get right into the heater or the blower. This is the blower here. And they'd make a nest there, and you'd turn it on, you hear all the noise, and you'd take the blower off, you clean the mouse nest. Well, this has cabin air filter. So, see, they can't get past this. And I looked at the cabin air filter, and I thought, well, they weren't in there, because they have to, like, come down and then crawl in. And I'm like, how are they getting in? Well, today, see this hole here? This is like a little rubber flap right above. I should show. You put this in, the filter here goes in, and then this little cover goes on here to hold, seals it all up like that. So I didn't see this hole here. They like chewed a hole through. This is a little flap, a little rubber flap here. See? So they could just chew through it easy. And it's like, well, why do they got that stupid flap in there? This little thin rubber, or it's not even rubber, it's just like some fabric. So what it's supposed to do is when you slam your door, you know, it lets the pressure go out. But it's like the mice chewed right through it. So I'm so happy I found where those stupid mice are getting in. So I'm going to cover this up with something solid. I haven't looked at it close yet to figure out how, but I will seal that up so they won't go through there. And then I'll do the other approach I did on all my other cars up here on this, where I stuck some hardware cloth or chicken wire or something in this hole. But this hole is so much bigger than my other cars, and it's all, I don't know if you can see it. I hold this. It's got like curves and stuff, so you can't just screw a piece of wire over it easy. Got this thing in the way here. I'll figure something out. I might just cram a bunch of chicken wire in there real tight for now, you know, so air can get through, but the mice can't. But I don't have a lot of time left in the day, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I've got to get it back in. But at least I know where the stupid mice are getting in. Goodbye, mice. Goodbye, the mouse route. Okay, here's what I did. I just crammed a bunch of chicken wire in there. Actually, I'm looking at it better with my camera than I can see. You know, they might be able to still squeeze in there somehow, but it's a lot better. I'm trying to look for gaps, but it's crammed in there pretty tight. Oh, here's a hole. I'll have to cram a little chicken wire in there. But that's all you can do to get it in that odd shape. That's all you can do. Really, it's so odd shape, it's curved. Try to cram enough wire in there to let the air through, but keep mice out. What a pain, huh? Toyota, you suck in this department. Just make a flat fucking hole and put a screen over it every year. Those 98s I had, 2000s I had. This is a 2010. Fix the whole problem, because mice always get in there. Okay, sorry I had a fit there and was screaming and yelling. Here's where the door was. I put a piece of tape over that little plastic door that got to the cabin air filter because it would barely stay on. This is where the holes were. And I put two sides of this heavy foil tape with some goo on it on either side. So at least I'll be able to see if the mice chew through there again. And here's the stupid little fabric piece that they chewed through this end. See? They chewed right through that. Well, there's nothing to this. Look at it, just a little piece of fabric. Stupid. Anyway, there you go. At least it'll slow them down. I'll be able to see if they chew through again. I'll see holes in there. If they can get past my wire gauntlet on the other side. So maybe all's well that's done. All's well that ends well, I guess. What a pain though. And you know, so this 2010. I know it's 2026 now. So that's quite a few years. Maybe they fix this problem. Who knows? I feel like getting a new Toyota or finding one in a junkyard and see if there's still a big hole in there where all the mice get into. You know, how many years later? 16 years later. All those years. What a pain. I had a Volkswagen sit here for 3 years. Same parking spot. Never had a mouse in the cab once. I mean, in the passenger side. I know they got an engine. You can't keep them out of the engine. They'd make mouse nests in that area, but they never got inside. So, other cars can do it. Toyota can do it too. Maybe. But mice are pretty smart, you know. They know where it's warm and where you drop crumbs.